Check it out, everybody. We got Addie in Hyde Park. Day off, so wanted to show her the restaurant. Let everybody say hi to her, so we're gonna go stop over there in a bit. Wanted to tire her out. That's the Lambo right there. But Addie's exhausted. We just did a nice long walk. She's cooling down. So yep. We got Addie a bone, new toy. Get your bone, girl. Come on. Hey, what are you doing in there? Okay. Hey, look, that's it. Okay. She's gassed. Beautiful sunset right now. It's like, especially the colors right here. Looks blue and yellow, but in person, I'm telling you, it is purple. This is some sherbet going on right now. Let's go. Come on, Eddie, bring your bone. Just got back. All right, we're in the library and working on Fidan organization. We've got OpenClaw active. He's got his own email, access to his own profile. He's got access to my whole computer right now, which is a little scary, but I'm gonna pretty much cut him off pretty soon, but I just, wanted to get this ball rolling. But it's pretty wild to see him do things on the computer, but it's just interesting. He's definitely a little slow, but just like any employee that starts off, they might not grasp it right at first. So I can see how this is going to be really good at scale, because OpenClaw is just one agent, if you want to call them that. And then, for example, let me flip this so you guys can see. Here's my AI tech stack that I just created. Pretty much, alphabetical order of all the different AI softwares and tools that we'll be using across the Fidan organization, across its 297 entities. So we're gonna have OpenClaw integrated within those, and the whole web, them obviously gonna work together to operate the whole organization. So it's gonna take a while to integrate it all. For OpenClaw, Al is what I named him, for Al to figure this all out. Probably gonna take a while. I would assume a few months, if not a full year, to really get this going. But then once it's all connected and flowing and it's all making sense, then we could really put the pedal to the metal and actually start running the businesses. And I think once that is happened, we're planting all the seeds. And a really cool analogy I heard yesterday, let me zoom in because it's pretty awesome. A tree grows in two directions at the same time. It grows up and down. And at first, when it's, you plant the seed, at first, the roots are trying to push against gravity, right? And they got to go through all the soil. There's a lot of friction. It takes much longer. It's dark, it's cold, it's damp, and it's got much resistance. That's the biggest part. There's a lot of resistance going through the soil. But it gets to a point where it feels, and it's gotten stable enough to where then finally, as it pushes through and starts making its way up, there's no resistance. And then the roots will continue to go down, but as your tree starts to grow up, and there won't be any resistance on the way up anymore as there was on the way down. And that's when you'll start to blossom, and you'll eventually start to see your fruits for all your labor. So pretty interesting, metaphor for all of this, or analogy, that, at first you're gonna have to plant a lot of seeds, And then you're going to have to go through a lot of the darkness, aka 10:05 p.m. in a random little library room, building something that's literally like not working, just not working at all. I'm telling him to do something, he's doing it on the wrong profile, computer's freezing, things like that. Just darkness, damp, you know. But eventually, the roots are going to become so strong, and there's going to be so many trees that are planted, and the roots are finally going to grasp that soil, and then they're all going to burst out of the earth into the fresh air, and they're going to start growing directly towards the sun all together. And then eventually the fruits will blossom, and it's going to be fantastic. So we're sitting here, we got a little French vanilla. Start off with something tasty, and then we're just going to go to cold brew after this. But the thing is, a lot of the stuff costs money. These credits, I'm learning, cost money. You connect to OpenClaw to all these AI integrations and tools, and they all have API keys for them to interact in between each other. There's these credits that you have to pay for. And these tokens, there's a lot of tokens that get burned. It's pretty interesting that they call tokens and AIs, and it's starting to get me interested into like the AI crypto coins, and I could see how maybe this is where it's gonna all go, is that, a lot of these AI crypto companies will somehow integrate with some of this, and then you'll buy the crypto coin, and if it, as it goes up in value, you could use those, crypto coins to pay for these things and operate your business. That's kind of what I'm foreseeing. Look at this awesome photo of me and Johnny that just popped up. Oh, that was my ex-girlfriend. Me and Johnny. Come on, guys. That's what we do it for, man. For the good old days. That's when me and Johnny were in a Greek school. Probably doing some soccer after school, and then we're back at his place enjoying some fucking popsicles. There's me. There's cousin Johnny. Holy shit, man. We're our fucking umbrellas. Two little gay boys. Hilarious. Well, anyways, let's get back to work. Got to see what Al's up to. What's interesting is like you could see some of the stuff he does on my computer, but a lot you can't, and it just gets done. So let me see what's going on. We'll report back in a little bit.